Welcome back to the Mr. Manhood podcast. And in this episode, we will be talking about the importance of letting old things go. I attribute this episode back to a Ricky Smiley quote or video that I saw. This was years ago, as a matter of fact. But he made a video where he was talking about how as you progress in your life, the things or the items or people that you had at one level in your life, you may not be able to take with you to the next level of your life. And I definitely had the greatest aha moment because I was young and I was trying my best to bring everything from the last level of my life with me to my next life, to my next level. And some things just can't go. Some friends just can't go. Some things that you used to do just can't go with you. They have to stay behind. If you kept certain things or people with you, well, then you would always be stuck in quicksand. Moving forward, your legs are moving forward, but you're not going anywhere. One of the worst days of my life, I semi joke about, but I was a young kid and my dad had bought me quite a few GI Joes growing up, and I remember going to school one day, and I had kind of outgrown. They were all broken, and the arms were all like torn off, and the legs were like broken in half, stuff like that. And I ended up going to school one day, and I came back home from school, and sure enough, my father had threw away the entire box of toys that I had. All my G.I. Joes, all the toys, the little race cars that I had, he threw them all away. Now, he had been telling me that he was going to do it. I just didn't think he was going to do it without me being there. But he did it. And I remember being crushed that this man threw all of my entertainment away. I couldn't believe it. I was hurt. But he sat me down and he talked to me about why he did what he did, one, and two, the progression in life. Now, it's very similar to a child that's getting too big for the stroller. Right? We've all seen that. We've all seen that child that shouldn't be in the stroller. A little, if your child is growing a mustache, it's, they're probably outgrown the stroller. But anyway, my dad sat me down and he simply said, son, you're getting older now. The things that you should have in your life now are different than when you used to be a kid. And I said, used to be? I still am. And he said, no, son, you're not. I'm not going to hold you back from progress. And if I need to take you to the next level, kicking and screaming, well, then that's okay too. So he throws my G.I. Joes away, the whole box, and then buys me a Sega Genesis. So while they are similar, one is, less imagination than the other, eventually I just kind of forgot about them. I was just like, okay, it was cool. It was at a time in my life, and then I got past it. But that's not to say that it didn't hurt. It did. And it did bother me that he did that. But he was teaching me something, and the story or the lesson was progression. And how as you progress in your life, certain things can't go. Because it would be very weird if I was 33 years old now, still playing with G.I. Joes. That would be weird. Well, how do you notice progression? Right? When do you know that it's time to start letting things go? Well, one of the easiest ways to see progression is belief changes from your friends. Right? If your friends are talking about the same things and you just don't see it that way anymore. right? What you guys used to do that was so fun back in the day, and now they do it, and you're just like, yeah, I mean, it's cool, but whatever. Right? Doesn't mean that they're right or you wrong. It just simply means that you've outgrown that. You're now progressing, or even down to different goals in life. Right? I remember having a conversation of my friends about purchasing a home, and one of my friends was just like, man, I'm just trying to get these Jordans, and I was like, Jordans? I'm talking about buying a house, right? Like having something that's gonna house myself, my family, and I mean, even down to even talking about women, talking about marriage with my friends. Some of them just felt like, oh man, I'm just, I'm still a player. I'm like, man, we're in our 30s. You're a player still? Now, of course, everyone has their reasons for why they do what they do, but I don't know. I couldn't understand. I can't understand some things, because if we used to think that way when we were younger, and we're way older now, and you're still on that same path, well, then I've now outgrown you. I've progressed past that level. So, going back to Ricky Smiley's quote / video, he was just simply saying, as you progress in life, you will notice when it's time to go, right? Because you'll get tired of that job, or basically you and your friends will almost be speaking different languages, right? How you view the world will be different than the people that surround you. And that's when it's proof that it's time to go to this next level. And again, there will be certain things that you can take with you, but some things just can't go with you. And it's not personal. Again, it's not personal. It has nothing to do with those individuals, but it's just you've outgrown those things. And now you're older, you're more mature, you're better, you're more refined as a human being, as a maturing human being. And not everybody progresses at the same pace. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I should be having another one up this coming Monday. Thank you. Bye.